Please note that all TV sets manufactured today have a digital tuner. TV sets manufactured before the year 2005 may not have a built-in digital tuner, and you may not be able to receive our free-to-air digital transmission on Channel 7 to receive our free over-the-air digital HD TV service. Number 1. Plug your antenna into your TV set's RF input jack labeled antenna or cable in. Number 2. You will now have to scan for the digital channel. Please note that all digital TVs are different in terms of scanning procedures. The following is a general guide, but the steps or the terminology may be different for your device. Press the menu button on your TV remote. Go to Setup or Settings. Go to Installation or System or Channels. Go to Scan Channels, Program Channels, Auto Scan, Auto Program, or Auto Tuning. Press Select or Enter or OK to start the scan. When the device says scanning is complete, accept the channels found and close the menus.
From your desk to your lunch table, whether you're on the job or taking a well-deserved break, get the top stories and breaking news all in one place. Join us Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. for Hot 7 Midday News, bringing you the latest headlines from St. Lucia and around the region. Stay connected, stay informed, only on Hot 7 TV.
St. Lucia, you asked for it, and it's finally here. Hot 7 TV is now on Flow, Cable Channel 117, the first fully high-definition local channel in St. Lucia. Catch your favorite movies, intriguing documentaries, chart-busting music videos, and the ever-compelling midday and evening edition of the Hot 7 News, all in crisp, high-definition quality. Welcome to what TV should be in this era. Welcome to Hot 7 TV, now on Flow Cable, Channel 117. Spread the word.
In the headlines, with 80% of homes in St. Lucia uninsured or underinsured, the Ministry of Commerce initiates a national dialogue on insurance. And 18 new officers have been added to the rank and file of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
To the perfect view, big dreams are waiting for you. Groceries, fine dining, wherever you go. From coffee breaks to checkout lanes, gas stations, aeroplanes. BOSL makes it easy. Let's go. Tap it, live it. BOSL Visa. Live your life your way, anytime, anywhere.
Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card.
Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
The Super 6 jackpot is now $294,000. Have you played?
Est-ce que j'aime catchler à sous cadeau la vie? Apil moun pa ka fè sa. Jisa tan yo bouizen li sibitman. Ici an set lisi, nou toujou ka tan appel la. Apweze se tan pou nou wepon appel la. Bébé ki anek fèt, moun ki ni maladi sikasel, moun ki ni maladi noa, moun ki ka goume kwot kanser, moun ki souffert par accident, yo tout ka bouize ed ou. Yon pint saw, pe sauve jisa ka twa la vie. Twa fami, twa la vie. Ki kay charge a ta ki ka vini. Visite Boxe National la. Li ledi pou jis vadwedi a 15 minutes apwe 8 li bon matin. Jis 5h30 li apwe midi. Aussi, ou sa kouye nou alimo 458 6749 ebe 7D9 964D. Fè plan pou bay san jodia. Noël Sala, bay kado di san.
Now you can take Hot FM, Kiss FM, and Hot 7 TV with you wherever you go. Whether you're in St. Lucia or exploring our four corners of the globe. Our record-breaking app has already been downloaded over 500,000 times on Google Play and the Apple App Store. To bring you the best in HD sound, we've relaunched a brand new app. Get it for free in the App Store by simply searching Caribbean Hot FM HD. Listen to us in real time, anywhere, any place, anytime. We've added so many cool new features, like our live in-studio option, where you can see your favorite announcers and DJs at work. So download the app today. It's free. Spread the news. St. Lucia is now in HD around the world on the Hot FM app. Don't miss out. Join the fun and stay connected.
Good day, it is Friday, January 30th, 2026. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Midday News Edition. Whether you are tuned in on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, Hot FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page, or our YouTube channel, Caribbean Hot 7 TV. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna, thank you for joining us. In a renewed push toward national progress, the government of St. Lucia has deployed a dedicated team to implement its manifesto promises, focusing on strategic governance and sustainable development. John Paul Estefan reaffirmed his commitment to national development and expressed enthusiasm for the future initiatives planned for his constituency.
2 months into the tenure of the re-elected St. Lucia Labour Party administration has set several initiatives in motion. Hot 7 TV spoke with Honorable John Paul Estefan, Minister in the Ministry of Tourism and Member of Parliament for Barbano, who reflected on his initial months in office under the leadership of the Honorable Philip J. Pierre.
It has been very exciting being in the government of St. Lucia. The last few weeks has been a learning experience for me. I have Honorable Unesile and myself. We have met with the different stakeholders in the Ministry of Tourism, Commerce, Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage. So we are meeting with them because we want to get an idea of what is going on. We also want to share with them our vision going forward. We are very committed in ensuring that every St. Lucian achieves what we call economic empowerment. We want to work on improving business in St. Lucia to ensure that, hey, the process to set up a business, it is quite onerous. We want to improve on that. And we want to ensure that, hey, we build a St. Lucia where young people with talent, those in the creative industry, we give them the opportunity to export their talent.
Estefan provided an update on developments within Barbano's constituency and outlined the major initiatives for 2026.
We're hoping a lot will be achieved in Barbano. We want to start off with the young people by establishing sporting programs for them. We are focusing now a lot of the disadvantaged and the vulnerable people, helping them. Those who need assistance, we provide them with assistance. We also need to work with the different groups in the community to ensure that in each of the parts of the constituency, we have an established group that is working together and that we can put programs to help and develop the people in Barbano.
The government of St. Lucia has assembled a dedicated team and is moving decisively to fulfill the promises outlined in its manifesto, signaling a renewed focus on strategic governance and national development. For 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
Castries is on the brink of a major transformation. Housing Minister Richard Frederick has announced urban renewal and beautification plans for the capital. These developments are designed to make Castries a vibrant and modern city.
Member of Parliament for Castries Central, Honorable Richard Frederick, has announced that initiatives aimed at enhancing the city's aesthetic appeal are currently underway. Mr. Frederick emphasized that transforming Castries into a work of art has long been a priority on his agenda, reflecting his continued commitment to urban renewal and civic pride.
It takes a special breed of politician who actually has the interest of the people at heart and the aesthetic appeal of his city at heart. One would understand all the changes that have been brought about in Castries Central have been brought about through me. If you start with the Serenity Park, you go to the Jeremy Street Plaza, you go to the Anchorage, you go to the Darling Road Plaza, then the Bedo Park vending facility, another vending facility just behind the Anchorage, and the list goes on and on and on. When I first built Jeremy Street Plaza 17 years ago, it was left in a state of disrepair until God brought me back to revitalize and refurbish Jeremy Street Plaza.
While placing particular emphasis on the transformation of Castries, Frederick emphasized that his vision extended beyond the city, encompassing the beautification of St. Lucia as a whole.
One would understand that I find myself in a peculiar position, that I have the mandate of ensuring that the city looks good, is developed, because, 80% of the population converges on the city, probably on a monthly basis at the very least. And so the other constituencies are not under that kind of pressure to ensure that the aesthetic appeal is on par. 90% of tourists, if not 100, that come to St. Lucia will at some point be in tax-free. So it forms part of the tourism product that we offer. And my colleagues are doing well. They are beautifying their constituencies to the extent that they believe it deserves for their people. But at the end of the day, the pressure is more on the city to ensure that it is kept in a state of good appeal.
These initiatives are meant to reshape Castries into a capital that feels modern, inviting, and better prepared for the future. Port 7 TV News, Josiah Bissett reporting.
An estimated 80% of homes in St. Lucia are uninsured or underinsured, primarily due to high premiums, expensive deductibles, limited accessibility to insurance products, and a lack of public understanding and trust. The Ministry of Commerce has recognized that this situation poses significant socioeconomic risks, compromising national resilience to future challenges. In response, the Department of Commerce has launched a national dialogue on insurance to engage key stakeholders in evaluating the insurance market and exploring inclusive strategies to enhance the economy and support citizens. This initiative is timely as St. Lucia faces the adverse effects of climate change, escalating global costs, and increasing vulnerabilities among households and businesses. The dialogue will address not only premiums and policies, but also barriers to access, public attitudes toward insurance, and the government's role in creating a more affordable and sustainable insurance sector. The outcome of the National Insurance Dialogue aims to produce actionable insights and collaborative solutions to strengthen consumer protection, improve access to coverage, and boost the overall economic resilience of St. Lucia. This is the Hot 7 TV Midday News Edition. There's more after the break.
Every bed in our hospitals tells a story of someone's mother, someone's brother, someone's friend. And when that story of care is complete, it's time for the next chapter, home. But too often, discharged patients are left waiting hours, days, weeks, sometimes months, not because they want to stay, but because no one comes. We understand life gets busy, but every extra day they wait means another patient, perhaps in pain, perhaps in crisis, can't get the bed they desperately need. So when the call comes that your loved one is ready, please be ready too. Pick them up, bring them back to the comfort of family, where healing truly continues. Because caring doesn't end at discharge, it continues with you. A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs.
The Super 6 jackpot is now $294,000. $1,000. Have you played?
Looking for the best way to advertise? Stop searching. Hot 7 TV gives you more reach, more impact, and more value. Get your business in front of the right audience and watch your sales soar. Don't miss out. Call 452-6040 today and take advantage of our exclusive advertising packages. Hot 7 TV, smart advertising for smart businesses. Welcome back. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force on Thursday hosted a graduation ceremony for its newest cohort of police officers, signaling government's commitment to bolstering the rank and file of the RSLPF.
On Thursday, January 29, 2026, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force held the graduation ceremony of Course 39, marking the completion of training for more than 80 new recruits. The graduates, having successfully concluded an intensive training program, are now prepared to assume their duties as police officers in service to the nation.
Today represents perseverance, discipline under pressure, and the conscious decision to live a life of service. Because policing is not just a job, it is a promise to stand between order and chaos, and to choose courage every single day. For we do not wear the badge to be seen, we wear it to serve. Today is also a milestone because you, the graduates, have completed one of the most demanding journeys you will ever undertake. This parade ground is not merely a place for drills and discipline, it is where character is forged, resolve is tested, and where ordinary citizens make the extraordinary decision to serve something greater than themselves.
Inspector Elias Joseph, commandant of the Police Academy, described the occasion as a prestigious milestone, celebrating the culmination of the months of rigorous training and physical preparation. The event recognized the dedication of graduates to the solemn duty of protecting and serving the nation.
This is a celebration of a successful completion of months of intensive physical, academic, and professional training. It honors the recruits' transformation from civilians into disciplined, ethical, and mission-ready officers prepared to serve the people of St. Lucia with integrity and dedication. Recruit training remains a vital pillar in strengthening the operation effectiveness of the police force, while deliberately developing future leaders capable of responding to evolving challenges.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre extended heartfelt appreciation to all the new police officers, urging them to embrace their roles with pride and dedication. He described their decision to join the force as a distinguished honor, noting that they have the opportunity to make a valuable contribution to the nation's security.
I want to tell you, newly installed officers, that you have a job to do. You have a job to do. Criminal behavior comes in different facets. And I'm particularly concerned about the young men who leave school before they end the natural course at school and enter into gangs and enter into criminal behavior. I'm very concerned about that, extremely concerned. And in the budget this year, we're going to put more resources into trying to stop these young men from getting involved in that kind of behavior. And you have a very important role to play because you live in the society where they come from. You live in a society. There is we haven't got to hide it, that all of you know someone or someone knows you. And that is where your discipline, that is where your understanding, that is where your training will have to bear fruit.
The government of St. Lucia has announced the development of newly appointed officers across all departments of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. The injection of the manpower for the Royal St. Lucia Police Force underscores the administration's ongoing commitment to safeguarding the well-being of citizens. For 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
The government of St. Lucia is strengthening its national response to climate change-related loss and damage through the National Adaptation Plan supported by the Green Climate Fund Readiness Project. Josiah Bisset gives us the details in this report.
The government of St. Lucia is advancing national efforts to address climate change, loss and damage through the National Adaptation Plan process with support from the NAP Green Climate Fund Readiness Project. As part of this process, the recent limits of adaptation needs assessments and ongoing stakeholder engagement have highlighted several sectoral challenges and gaps.
Today, we're validating St. Lucia's loss and damage strategy and action plan. This is the first in the region. St. Lucia is taking on a proactive and leadership role in ensuring that we look at what the impacts are that we no longer can adapt to. Loss and damage is referring to when there are irreversible environmental damage that is being done, and what do we do when we incur those losses and damages. And of course, we're gathered with our stakeholders here today, a cross-section of priority sectors, from tourism to infrastructure, water, fisheries, etc. And we will be discussing how we can strategize and act. We have also developed a number of project briefs that are fundable to ensure that we can access climate finance to support this response to the impacts of climate change.
Charles outlined several key topics to be discussed at the meeting, highlighting their potential benefits for St. Lucia.
When we look at what St. Lucia is already experiencing with loss and damage, we are working with high sea level rise, we're looking at extreme weather events, and we're also looking at the community connections to land and sea that might be lost. So we are trying to respond to those by developing a number of projects, from looking at how we can safeguard against economic and non-economic losses, such as our cultural heritage. We have water and infrastructure projects also that we will be discussing and hope to be able to put forward for financing.
Don Pierre Nathaniel, Chief Environmental Officer in the Department of Sustainable Development, outlined the next steps in the process.
We have a window through the Fund for Responding to Loss and Damage. This fund is now open for proposals. A country can submit a proposal which is $5 million to $20 million per concept or per project concept, which gives us an opportunity with our plan to actually make a submission to this. So once we have refined this plan, and it's been a process over the months in terms of meeting with various stakeholders right across the sectors to develop this plan. Once we validate it, we will be able to use the project concepts in there and submit at least one for that first funding window.
The objective of the session was to ensure a shared understanding of current and future climate change loss and damage in St. Lucia, as well as outline the needs, options, and pathways for undertaking meaningful coordinated action to address these challenges. For 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
After a brief period of consultation and exchange of ideas and concepts, the management of Ferrens Food Products and the National Workers Union have successfully completed wage negotiations. We get the details in this report.
Johan Herwood, Secretary General of the National Workers Union, disclosed that there has been a good relationship with Ferrens Food Products Limited. He said when the collective agreement expired for the 20-plus members, the NWU embarked on negotiating a new period, 2025 to 2028. Several meetings were held with both sides, exchanging proposals and counter-proposals. According to Herwood, both sides are happy that they were able to conclude negotiations within a reasonable time frame and arrive at a general increase of 9% over a 3-year period.
9% we looked at. We feel it's relatively competitive. It's relatively within the benchmark that we have been able to settle on in terms of companies within the private sector. So we're satisfied that as that company, locals, relatively small, etc., we can satisfactorily say that is a competitive increase when you look at what's settled in terms of some of the other companies. So it's within that range, and that is satisfactory to us.
Harewood stated that knowing the environment that the workers faced daily, his union and members welcomed the opportunity to settle something that both sides could live with and the employees will be able to benefit from within a short period.
There has been a steady growth over the last 2 to 3 years, and it's a growth that you see especially within the private sector. So the consolidation clearly has been working over the last several years, and that sort of momentum we expect to continue in the next year or two.
The new industrial agreement is expected to be signed in the presence of the Labour Commissioner within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
We've come to the end of the Midday News edition for today, Friday, January 30th, 2026. Join us again at 6:45 for the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Until then, have a wonderful day. From your desk to your lunch table, whether you're on the job or taking a well-deserved break, get the top stories and breaking news all in one place. Join us Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. for Hot 7 Midday News, bringing you the latest headlines from St. Lucia and around the region. Stay connected.